Welcome to Libertex. Since May lows of around $60 a barrel, WTI crude oil is up nearly 20%, closing around $73 a barrel in recent trading sessions as we near the end of June. WTI crude oil has been on a tear throughout the month, largely on much higher than anticipated draws in oil on a weekly basis. After such an extended rally, is WTI crude due for a pullback, or can we expect oil to continue climbing with the increased pace of reopening? Stay until the end of this video for the latest breakout developments on WTI crude oil, as well as a look into the charts for a WTI crude oil technical analysis to explore the nearest support and resistance levels that could lend a hint into WTI crude oil price predictions for July and beyond. And to support more content on the oil markets, as well as the latest updates from the world of crypto, stocks, and more, we'd highly appreciate hitting the like button and subscribing to our channel to never miss a beat on the latest market movements. So without further ado, let's dive into the WTI crude oil analysis update. WTI crude briefly broke $75 a barrel on Tuesday, June 22nd, its best level not seen since October 2018. There are several key developments that are starting to take form to influence the impressive upward momentum that has played out for the oil market as of late. Throughout the month of June, the American Petroleum Institute has reported a steady decrease in the supply of crude oil inventories. Analyst predictions for the draw of crude oil hovered around 3.9 million barrels for the past 2 weeks, but each week in fact revealed much higher figures for the draw of crude oil, ranging between 7 and 8 million barrels. This reflects that crude oil is in much higher demand and is getting bought and used. The driving force behind this development is the growing optimism for the COVID vaccines and the rate at which countries are vaccinating and decreasing new infection numbers. There has been a rapid uptick in the amount of summer travel, especially as many look forward to traveling for the first time since the pandemic. The market sentiment for oil is strengthened when the outlook for global demand accelerates. Price predictions for WTI crude appear to remain bullish. Goldman Sachs has pegged an $80 price target for WTI by the end of the year, and Bank of America Global Research came out with a possible $100 price target dependent on tighter oil supply and recovering demand at some point in 2022. Another development that has given WTI crude a jolt of energy is the presidential election in Iran that recently made Ebrahim Raisi the victor. He is seen as a more conservative figure and has refused to meet with US President Joe Biden. Many are interpreting this as bad news for Iranian oil, as it is unlikely tensions or sanctions will be lifted soon. As a result, there will be less competition for WTI crude, which has buoyed in price. Let's now take a look into the trading charts to get an overview on the technical analysis for WTI crude and what we can possibly expect in regards to future and short-term price movements. Alright, we are now in the Libertex terminal looking at WTI crude, and what we have in front of us is a rally that has continued to extend well into June. So since last year, we have realized a brilliant recovery for crude oil, but can this trend be sustained, or has it gone on too far? Up roughly 45% since the start of the year, and at its highest levels since 2018, the more bullish price targets ranging between $80 and $100 a barrel are possible, but there is definite caution to be aware of, as we are clearly at some of the most bullish phases for WTI crude that we've seen in nearly 3 years. And there is the possibility that everyone is getting overexcited at the prospect of rapid recovery and could be overestimating. Still, the trend has seen a healthy continuation after recently breaking through the $72.50 resistance level with recent price action. So from where WTI is currently trading, the nearest level of resistance will be the $75 level, and next the psychological $80 level. Interestingly, the RSI has been quite extended to overbought throughout this past week's long rally, but the trend has been counteracted at certain points in the past. And if we go slightly back, we can see the second phase of this rally continued from these levels. So regardless, The RSI does seem to favor a cool-off from the current point, but it so far remains to be seen. If the markets do slow down, the immediate point of newly formed support at $72.50 could get a retest, and if broken, could bring WTI back to the more significant channel of support found at just below $70 at around $69.50 to $68 a barrel, before the next level of support at the May 26 low of $65 could come into play. It is possible, due to the extension of this rally, that we could get a deeper sell-off and see prices break below $65 to near $60 levels, but due to the current sentiment, oil supply numbers, and state of foreign affairs, should it get to these levels once again, it is possible that the markets will see a reversal back towards some of these more bullish price predictions. So if you are considering trading WTI, regardless of how bullish you are, do exercise some caution on these higher price targets like $80 and beyond, and look to set stop losses at around these channels of support should you be trading WTI in the short term. What are your WTI crude oil price targets for July, and do you see the rally continuing? Let us know your price predictions and opinions in the comments to join the conversation with our analysts. And to get in on the action and trade WTI crude, as well as other commodities, stocks, cryptocurrencies, forex pairs, and more, head over to libertex.com and register an account to start your trading journey today. We wish you a great month in the markets and look forward to seeing you next time.